Hello and welcome to More Things. I'm Judy Trent, and today we are at Woodfield Mall, specifically the Discovery Outpost. I know that's kind of a surprise for you. Well, a while ago we did a show all about Girl Scouts, and so we thought turnabout's fair play. Today we're going to focus on Boy Scouts. So let's go on in the Outpost and see what that's all about. Well, we're inside the Discovery Outpost now, and I want you to meet Kathleen Peters. She is the manager of the Outpost. What is this all about?
Okay, well, this is a first of its kind for the Boy Scouts of America. It's a recruiting and activity center. We try to show people what scouting's all about. Scouting's still around. It gives them a chance to sort of test drive what scouting is. Yeah. We have activities planned, and it's not just for scouts. It's for anybody who wants to come in. Sometimes they sign up. Sometimes it's just people coming right on in. Right. Different activities and different things that they can do. So then we have a chance to talk to them about scouting and how it's still relevant in today's world, maybe more so.
You have a point, yeah. And I also see there's a lot of games and toys and the fish and everything. And these are all available. You know, you don't have to be a scout to come here and look at these things, right?
Right. Oh, absolutely not. We have a huge fish tank. It has lake fish that were actually caught here. That's one of the things we do. We have a live feed from Dr. Ballard's Nautilus that as he's going out and doing things. We have Legos that kids can come and play with, snap circuits to see how circuitry works. Really to let people know it's not just camping anymore. You know, it's also about science and technology and engineering and all of those things.
Right.
As well.
I know you're very involved with the STEM project, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. That's right. Yes. And I know that earlier this month, I was here for a workshop. You have workshops almost every weekend, right?
We do. We have things by, the one you came to is Lego Robotics. We have LL Bean come in, and sometimes they've done things where they do a clinic here for kayaking, and then they take them over to Bussy Woods, and they actually get to go out kayaking. We have had the police department come in, the fire department come in. We have had Home Depot come in, and they can do projects. And last December, we got the Knights from Medieval Times to come in every weekend and did sword fights here. Gosh. So it's just a whole variety of things to appeal to everybody, both the boys and the girls. Right.
Well, do you have those events posted somewhere? I mean, or do people just read the sign, or how do they find out?
Signs. We have an electronic guest book that people can sign up, and then we send out emails about that. Okay. They can always go to discoveryoutpost.com, and we have our website, and then we're also on Facebook. So if people like us on Facebook, all of our activities are on there as well.
Oh, that's very cool. Well, I do want you to take a look at the workshop that I attended. It was Myra Onesimus, I believe her name is, and she was, because it's October, the kids were making spiders, Lego spiders that were robotic. It was very cute. Take a look.
Welcome. Welcome to our Bricks for Kids class. Have any of you participated in a Bricks for Kids class before? No? Well, Bricks for Kids teaches kids science, technology, engineering, and math. You know about STEM? We teach kids STEM concepts through the play of Legos. So how fun is that? You're in probably some STEM classes at your school. So today we are building a motorized spider. So see that? I'm going to put it on the table and you can see how he operates. So that's what you all are going to build today. So who knows what type of... Let me ask this. Is a spider an insect or an animal?
It's an arachnid.
It is an arachnid, exactly. What grade are you in? Third grade? You and another third grader. You guys must have just learned that.
Yep.
No, you learned it a while ago?
I learned it before I was in school.
Well, you are exactly right. Do you know how many spiders there are in the world? How many species of spiders there are? There's actually over 40,000 species of spiders in the world. Wow. 40,000. But guess what? Out of all that 40,000, they all have a common body type. They all have 8 legs,
2 body sections,
2 body segments or sections. And what else? They have some body parts similar to ours. So what do we have here?
Eyes.
They do have they have a heart, they have lungs, they have a stomach. Exactly. So all of that is represented in this yellow portion of our spider. And then we've got the black. Let me take this apart so you can see it a little better. So these black portions here are legs. The orange are legs. So that makes for a total of, looks like someone got really creative here and put 2 of the legs together. But there's 8 legs total on this spider. Okay, and then this is representing his antenna. Okay? So we're going to build that. The gear is his face. Exactly. So here's how this works. Because you all have never done Bricks for Kids class before, I want to make sure you understand that we also teach organization skills. See that? Wow, I know. Who likes to organize their bedroom? Nobody, right? I know. But you're going to have so much fun doing this today that you're going to be happy that all your pieces are organized. Because when you follow the model plan, and because we teach science, technology, engineering, and math concepts, we're going to ask you to look for the name of the part. So for example, this says axle pin friction. You want to look for the name because it may not be the same color on this sheet as it is in your kit. Okay, so make sure you pay attention to the name, and then you will find the name on here. So axle, I'm reading upside down, so if you see it before I do, point it out for me.
It's right.
Axle pin friction. So it's actually this little blue part here. And it happens to be blue here. But all of the colors on your sheet may not be the exact same color that's in the kit. So make sure you pay attention to that, okay? Then when we're done, we're going to disassemble this. You're going to take your spider apart, and you're going to put the pieces back into the kit. Okay? When it comes time for you to attach your motor, you're going to ask me for that, and I'm going to give you a motor from here. Okay? Does everybody understand? Any questions? Okay, let's start building. I remember because your dad wrote. You need the motor?
I'm just guessing.
That's your power pack. Let me give you your motor. Wow, you're fast.
That workshop was great fun, and I know you've got all kinds of workshops going on. We've got some photos of some workshops, so take a look at these. And now, what was the first one? Was Home Depot?
Home Depot came in, and they have projects where they have, like, the wood is already pre-cut, but they can nail it together and paint it and all of that. We've had our staff do things like a fingerprinting merit badge.
Oh, cool.
Last weekend we had how to save and bank and, organize everything with your money. So that was a lot of fun for them.
Right.
We've even had them come in and do bagpiping. And so we've had a lot of really fun
I should have seen the bagpipes. And I know Myra's come in and done other robotics with the kids,
they've
right?
built an airplane, a catapult, a it was like a ditch digger kind of thing. I mean, it was really cool. They all move, they all have a motor, and it usually teaches them some of the principles too.
Yeah. Now, I know you had a very special event to help with recruiting, right, back in September? Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we had a launch into scouting, blast into scouting, and in September it was a one-day event. Everybody in the whole area got together and they were doing the recruiting at the various places where units are for Cub Scouts. Anybody who joined that day got a free rocket. And then in October, they had the launch day. They came back after they had built it and got the engine and got to go out to one of 4 sites. Locally, it was Bussey Woods, where they got to launch their rockets, watch them go, and the kids loved going and finding them, had activities going all day. It was a huge success.
And one thing I wanted to point out, which you told me, is that girls are also involved in the Boy Scouts. And I didn't know anything about this, so please explain.
Yeah, they absolutely are. So girls that are age 14 to 21 can actually end up joining the Boy Scouts of America through a couple of different ways. One is venturing crews, and venturing crews can be doing all sorts of things. Some have a deliberate focus, some are more general, but they do everything the Boy Scouts do, the high adventures. Explorer groups, which are usually more with a hospital, a police department, a fire department, and then Sea Scouts actually go out sailing on Lake Michigan, and there are girls involved in that. So it's not just for boys, and it's great. 14 to 21-year-old girls that are looking for something to do and they want to do what the boys are, they are definitely included.
That is so cool. I've heard of Explorer Scouts and Sea Scouts, but I really didn't know that the girls could be involved too. So this is good news, right?
It's great.
Well, I want to thank Kathleen Peters and Kate Jacobs for helping us out here at the Discovery Outpost. I've had an incredible time here. This is a place that you really need to visit next time you're at Woodfield. First of all, there are all kinds of things that you can purchase. You don't have to be a scout to buy them, or you could buy a gift for a scout. That would be a good idea too. I've definitely got a huge overview of scouting in our area, and I think we're lucky having this outpost in our area. But for the next part, we're going to focus in on one particular troop 297. So stay tuned.
On behalf of the Daniels family, I'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy and prosperous New Year.
From our family, Carol, Jay, Darren, Kim, Dana, and Len, Matt, Kaylee, Caden, Victoria, AJ, Tad, Aubrey, and Lucas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year.
I'd like to extend a joyous and happy holiday to all of our Schaumburg residents within the Park District, and a Happy New Year, and hope your 2016 is your best year.
I would like to wish you and your families the most blessed and happy holiday seasons, and a special greeting to our men and women who have served and are serving our country in the armed services, so that we can celebrate the holidays of our choice. Merry Christmas to all, and a Happy New Year.
From the heart of my family to yours, may your holidays be filled with friends and family, bringing you cheer and joy. And may the new year bring prosperity and most of all peace. And don't forget, take time for fun. Happy holidays.
from the Schaumburg Park Board.
Welcome back. Well, we had a wonderful time at the Discovery Outpost and saw all the workshops and classes and events that they have. But we thought we might go from the big picture and narrow our focus down to just one Boy Scout troop. So we found a local troop, Troop 297, and we're going to check in with them tonight and see what they are doing. So stick around. I want you to meet the Scoutmaster of Troop 297, and this is Mike Schaumburg. Hi, Mike.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. First of all, thank you for letting us pop in to witness your meeting here. But I know you have something special planned, one of your service projects, right? What's going on?
Operation North Pole is where we are going to be getting candy all together and basically running a great candy drive for kids that are less fortunate. And it's a great cause. It's one that everybody can participate in. And it falls right in line with the Beatitudes of Scouting. So it's a great mission for us.
That sounds like fun. And I know you have a lot of other service projects and just projects in general that you're doing. Is there anything else going on right now at this time of year?
Nothing right now, but we try to schedule a service project in our community at least once every 6 months. And some are of greater magnitude than others, but we all try to get out there and try to help the community in some form or fashion. It's just a great activity for the troop.
And I know they did some other interesting things in the last few months, and we're going to be looking at some photos of those things a little bit later. But I don't want to hold up their meeting, so we're going to stop right now and see what goes on.
Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Hi everybody, my name is Bob Severance. I am with a charity that's local here called Operation North Pole. Operation North Pole has been around for about 5 years. We are a charity that caters to families that have children with at least one or more children that either have a terminal illness or a severe illness. So hospitals will nominate families that can then be turned in, and that's when Operation North Pole takes over. So throughout all of our year, we do a lot of fundraising events to try to make one magical day. The day is usually the second Saturday of December, and the families have no idea what they're going to be doing. So what they do is they turn in a wish list. On the wish list, they think they're going to maybe get a game, or maybe a toy control car, something like that, but that's about it. What we do as a charity, we actually change everything. They come to the Rosemont Convention Center the day of the event. They get to have breakfast with Ronald McDonald. They all board a train, and it's kind of dressed up to be like the Polar Express. On the train, we have therapy dogs, we have miniature ponies, police and firemen, and at every stop, when the train comes by, friends and family can actually be outside and cheering the family on, holding posters for them, and it kind of grows. And that's when the families on the train start to realize it's a little bit bigger than just breakfast with Santa.
I want you to get a close-up beat of Bob Severance from Operation North Pole. We were so fascinated by your presentation, but I'm afraid that our audience couldn't hear everything, so I'm going to go back and maybe hit some of the high points. First of all, this is for families that have a child that's very sick, right?
So
Okay.
every family has at least one or more terminally ill or severely ill child. This year we have 71 families, and we're going to have over 165 kids in total. That's including the ill children as well as siblings that are brothers and sisters.
Oh my gosh. And they have no idea that this day is going to be as big as it is, right?
No idea. So they think they're going to go on a train ride, and it's kind of like the Polar Express. And then when they come back, they think they're going to have lunch or a moment with Santa. They're going to get to sit down, maybe get a prize, get a present, and then be on their way home. And they have no idea that once the train comes back and they're bussed on in, the magic really happens. They're welcomed on a gauntlet of hope, which is all the firemen on one knee applauding for the family.
That would make me tear up.
It's enough to, it gets me every year, and it's the first real moment that the parents and the children realize just how amazing this day is. The whole thing on the train is fun, and they get tons of prizes, and there's carolers and service dogs. But once you walk through that and see firemen in full fire regalia on their hands and knees applauding for these people, these families are just so touched.
Yeah, I bet they're overcome. That's right. And now the Scouts in this troop have really done a wonderful job of collecting the candy. And I know you were saying you have an area with just massive amounts of candy, right?
Correct.
And now, have the Scouts been involved in this before?
So I know that last year we had a Scout, some of our volunteers had some children that were in Scouts that got us some candy, but this is the first time that I got to come speak with them, and they really represent it. This is a great amount of candy. They're excited to be able to help with other opportunities, and I look forward to a relationship with them down the road.
I want you to meet Mark Budak, who's actually been a friend of ours before, a friend of More Things. And I know, Mark, that your troop took a wonderful trip this summer. Where did you go?
Yes, we did. We took a great trip through the Badlands in North Dakota. We had about 30 people in the troop, adults and boys go along with it. It was really a lot of fun.
Okay. And I know we have some photographs to see, so let's take a look at those, and you can kind of tell us what all you did.
Okay, we started out camping. The boys did meal planning for the entire trip and went through. We bought enough food to get us started for the first 3 or 4 days. Did a lot of camping. Some of it was sandwiches, but they did some good camping, Dutch ovens, open stove cooking, and things like that. After we got there, we set up camps in a number of different areas, going through Wisconsin, Minnesota, camping there, and then into North Dakota, set up a base camp, and then we saw the Badlands, we saw Mount Rushmore, Devil's Tower, Crazy Horse, just a lot of very, very fantastic sights.
That's amazing. That's about 900 miles away, isn't it?
The whole trip, I think we put on closer to 1,400 miles going all the way around.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, these are fascinating pictures. So, it looks like you had a wonderful time. And you had about, how many of the 30 were kids?
About 2/3 were boys.
Okay. All right. Well, you had a wonderful time. Thank you, Mark, for sharing that with us. And we'll see you again for one of your STEM projects soon. Okay.
That would be great.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Well, we've had a wonderful time. I'm so impressed with this Boy Scout troop and with the whole scouting movement that in our area. The Discovery Outpost is a great place, and I see little people walking by there, being fascinated and interested, and I know that's what it's there for. So that's a good thing. And they have tons of workshops that the kids are really enjoying. Girls too, by the way. And this troop is very involved. I could see that the boys were really interested in the charity, the Operation North Pole, and wanted to know what more they could do. So that's a wonderful thing. So just like I said when we were talking with the Girl Scouts, if you're thinking back and thinking that it only has to do with putting up a tent and selling popcorn, you don't know what today's Scouts are like. So we want to thank you for watching, as always, and we'll see you next time.